Hey guys and gals, let's unbox and have a look at the Command Rover and Crane Loader by Lego City. This is set number 60432, contains 758 bricks, retails for $84.99, and the set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. So, looks like we possibly have an 8-wheeled rover, and I see a minifigures. It's obviously scaled for figures. Looks like we get ourselves some aliens and stuff like that. That's pretty much what's included in there for accessories. And here is the back of the box with all its fun and glory. Well, I don't know. So, looks like this opens up and this detaches. So I'm assuming this probably works with all the other Lego City Space sets. Well, we won't know that until we open this up. Before we can take a look at the build, we're going to have to unbox it first. So, that's a quick tutorial on how to open up a Lego box. And this one here wants to fight us, but there we go. Oh, I hope it's not those goofy hard plastic wheels that usually come with these things. Well, let's see here. I bet they are. That's exactly what they are. Those are those hard plastic wheels, not tires, wheels. I'll set those off to the side there. And we've got several numbered bags, and we got this in here. Well, let's open that up and see. You already know what's in here. I save these so I can put my books back in here when I'm done. And let's see if there's any stickers. Yep. Well, let's take a look at that before we look at the manual there. So that's the print work we're going to be looking forward to putting on this set. Well, I don't want to lose that. And here we have the building guide. And yes, it's a little bright there. Hey, I got my lighting together on these, so now everything's brighter than it used to be. And how is this broken down? Well, it just starts with bag 1. Okay, well, I don't know exactly how many bags there are. I'm kind of curious. Now I could just sheet and look in the manual, but what fun is that? So let's see here. Well, we obviously know there's a 6. 2. Alright, so that's the most important one. Ooh, those are kind of cool. And for the most part, there's 6 bags. Looks like there's mostly small, medium, and large in here. Mostly small and medium. I don't know yet. We haven't even looked yet. For the most part, it's your typical Lego City Space set. Grays and whites and, well, I don't know. I can't judge the build by looking at the parts. Well, I'm going to head over to my second channel. I'm going to build this. Then I'm going to come back here and show you what it looks like after it has been assembled. Here's the Command Rover and Crane Loader all assembled, and honestly, it's a very unique build. So off to the left we have our Command Rover with the crane in the back, and it features a cockpit that opens up. And don't worry, we'll take a closer look at everything. And here in the back, we do have a laboratory. And if these look familiar, they're actually the same construction as they used in the space shuttle and in the modular space station. So you can actually swap pieces out, and you can just rotate these and this thing will pop off. Just as our minifigure went over here, took a nap, let's bring him back up. And don't worry, we'll take a look at all the figures in a close-up shot. Here in the back we do have a crane. It just does this, and it will work with some of the other space items as well. I don't know, this thing is just kind of weird. It just feels like it's just thrown in there. It just seems like it doesn't work. We also have 2 mailboxes in the back. I'm not sure if these are going to be used to store items, but they look pretty cool. And the tires are hard plastic. I thought they'd be rubber. No, they're just hard plastic. And we can keep things from bumping into the wall here. Here we have the excavation site with the aliens trying to attack our a droid here. So they're just little aliens, and this thing here will just pop off. You can just push this nose cone in, this falls off, and you can see a nice big gem in there. And that actually looks really good. This is really colorful here. This is probably the only part of the set that was enjoyable to build because there's just lots of color. And for the most part, it's pretty interesting. And while I'm setting this up, you do get a lot of accessories with the set, like minifigures. You do have some tools that are inside the back of the Command Rover. Let's set all these up here for you. Why? Because we're going to be getting ready to do the close-up shot. And you know how I am. I don't like scripting my reviews. So we'll set all these up here. And we will take a closer look. We're going to start off with our 4 minifigures. And she is very special. We've seen her before. She was in some of the other city sets. Miss Undercut. That's what I call her. Here's the back. And that sadly is a sticker. There's only a few stickers on this set. Nothing too bad. Another one of our spacemen. That's printed. He's got some sort of hologram thing he's holding in his hand. This is basically a top portion of a book. And we got our last astronaut here. And there's our space aliens. You get 2 of those. Now, we don't want to forget about the worker droid. I think that's what he's called. Pretty cool. Now here's that excavation site, and I like the way this is right here. So you do have this gem right in the middle, and this is what comes off. So this just covers up. That's if I can grab it. You just place that back on here, and then you just take this and you just push this in, and it's just barely tacked in, but it looks really cool. So you got the crystals and stuff on the sides too. It's a nice little excavation site, although you can just walk around the back and look too. And for the most part, it's pretty cool. Now for the main attraction, the Command Rover, and there's the cockpit, and as you can see, go right up into that lab. Let me open that top up, see if we can let some more light in there. There we go. The ring light's not that powerful. And this is scaled for figures, so I can throw my pilot in here. We'll have him take a seat while the aliens are rolling around in the background. And, well, let's see if we can get him to kind of line up here. It's hard to do things with one hand. One-handed reviews here, but there we go. And yeah, you can also have one sit on the side of him over here too. Let's see here. Well, we can't have Miss Undercut sitting in there. She's got all that gear on her. We'll throw him in here. Oh, I think that's the skater dude from one of the other city sets. Well, with all the weapons, he really can't sit down, but there you go. As you saw in the back, there's a pass that takes you to the lab. And that sadly is a sticker. For the most part, these do move, and there's the control knobs that lift this thing out. It's really not necessary to have those in there. Here's a close-up of this lab, and yeah, we've all seen this type of car before. The other side is just windows, and it just closes up, and you can set a minifigure in there too. Press that down. So this is compatible with all the other Lego space cars that are made. And here's the back with some of the tools. We got a little drill and some kind of little controls or something, so you could put something else there. And here's this crane. I mean, just look at that. I don't know what this is. I mean, I guess it's to trick the sticker down there, but I mean, for the most part, it does function. It's just, I don't know, it just seems kind of sloppy. I don't know. Maybe it's meant to pick this up or something. I could use it to hang this on. I don't know. It doesn't have a way to hook it onto it, but you could just do that and, well, it could fall off. But at least there's no strings to tie in this one here, and there's some space up in there all around. And for the most part, it is a really nice model. I'm not really into space and all, but you can just see the play potential with this set here. Oh, there's a couple more things here. Your power supply needs to just pop out if you desire. The other one does that too, and it's got these little covers on them. These are printed. I like the space logo on it. Wish it was the classic space logo, but you get several of those 2x2 flat tiles with this logo on them. And this model does have a lot of detail. You know, while everybody's laying down on the job, we're going to focus on this single alien. He's the only one standing. And here are my thoughts. Let's start the review with build quality, and for the most part it's a very strong, sound build. I did have a few pieces that were coming off while building, but nothing too major. So if you're looking for a really good, sturdy build, this is it. My build experience was kind of a toss-up on this one. It's a pretty decent build, but I'm just not really into space. And two, we were mostly building with white, gray, and black. It wasn't really my favorite color scheme, but other than that, it's okay. Did the build keep my interest? Yes and no. Yes, some parts of it did. Some parts, not so much. Honestly, I was getting rather bored putting this together. Like I said, I'm just not really into space-themed sets. For city drop-in value, this is a completely isolated model, so it is possible that you could drop this in a city with no modifications to it whatsoever, or even a space theme. And it's pretty good just to drop in a city as is, or you can either enhance it or use the pieces to make other creations. For play value, as you saw in the demonstration, there's lots of things to do. We have access into the cockpit. We also have the removable laboratory and the little crane in the back, which I'm still kind of questioning. And this thing right here with the aliens and the excavation and stuff like that. And there is several minifigures included. So there's plenty of stuff to do. Now, in addition to that, this is compatible with the other LEGO space sets that have been produced for 2024. So LEGO really had thought this one out, so you can mix and match pieces, or they can be used standalone. So this is really good just for that. So there's just endless amount of play value with this set. As far as for collaborative build, one bag I believe does the excavation site, and the remainder of the bags just did this. It is possible, but it's not quite balanced, so only one person can build this set at a time. Now my final score is going to be an 8.5, mainly because a few of these pieces came in scratched and pitted. I don't know why LEGO is packing the transparent pieces the way they do. They should be packed separately from the regular bricks. Why they don't, I don't know. But that's what pretty much killed the score on this set here, or it would have been a 10. And the stickers were very mild as well. So honestly, it is a nice build. It's just the way it was just packaged. That's what pretty much creamed the score here. Now, is this something I would particularly buy? Honestly, no. I'm just not into space-themed sets. But if somebody really is into this theme, it's really nice. It's compatible with all the other 2024 LEGO space sets. And overall, it just looks good, it's playable. So I want to know what you guys and gals think of the set. Let me know in the comments.